The 8th of August, Rabbi Moore, Parsha Hashavua, Rashi, Devarim.
No. Okay. Say it about that. Okay. Let's go. We were up to Pasuk Yud, I believe.
Okay.
Okay, who read last? I do not remember. I think yeah. This long Rashi there about that the Dayanim have to take responsibility if they give a misjudgment. For their misjudgments, the judges, the Dayanim, are responsible for their misjudgments, and therefore they have to. Therefore, it's a major responsibility that the Dayanim take upon themselves. And that's why Moshe Rabbeinu says, "I cannot bear the burden of this judging the Jewish people alone." Okay, let's go on to Pasuk Yud. Lou, Hashem Elokeichem.
Pasuk Yud. Let's see. Yud. That's over here. Hashem Elokeichem hirba eschem v'hinchem hayom kekochvei hashemayim larov. Let's see. Hashem, your God, has increased you, and we see you are
Behold, well, yeah.
heavens in abundance today.
Right.
So,
abundant as the stars of the heaven.
So Rashi says, "V'hinachem hayom kochvei hashemayim, v'chi kochvei hashemayim hayu."
That's a question.
Were they like the stars of the heavens? But also hayom, on that day, v'halo lo hayu ella shishim rabo. Rebo. Is it not that they were only 600,000? Mahu. What then is meant by V'hinchem hayom? And behold, you are today. Hinchem mishulim kayom. We see that you are compared to the day. Kayamim laolam. Lasting eternally. Kachama, like the sun. V'chalvana, and like the moon. V'chakochavim, and like the stars.
Right.
I don't get it.
Okay. Basically, what's the Devarim saying? V'hinachem hayom. You are like the behold, you are like the day, like the stars of the heaven. Meaning you are like to just as the day. The concept of day and night really, well, that's what it means, will continue forever, so will the Jewish people also continue forever.
So why does it say like the stars of heaven?
Oh, so there's a discussion among the Mefarshim how to understand the last part of the pasuk. So I got a note over here. What then does Loroiv mean? Mizrahi understands it as meaning, and there will be a time in the future when you will be as many as them. In other words, it's like you have to understand the pasuk. Behold, are today like the stars of the heaven, meaning lasting forever. And in the future, you'll be as numerous as the stars of the heaven. Like a double meaning.
Uh-huh. Except we've never been as numerous as the stars.
Well, you see when there's Hashem, when Mashiach will come, there will be a proliferation, a supernatural proliferation of the Jewish people.
And there'll be hundreds of billions of people.
Could be.
So there'll be like more planets for us to live on.
I wouldn't worry about being not enough space over here. There'll be enough space. Don't worry. What I want to say.
It doesn't really seem to make sense to me.
I mean, to be as many as numerous as the stars of the heaven.
Stars.
When the Torah refers to the stars of the heaven, it could be those that appear to the naked eye. I don't know. Which is also thousands. I don't know how many possible in a regular sky, how many can appear there. I don't know.
Okay.
The Maskil David, however, I brought down another explanation of it. Maskil David, however, explains it in the sense of in greatness. Loroiv doesn't mean in numerosity, but Loroiv means in greatness. Whereas you'll be as great as the stars of the heaven. Also, what does that mean? That's also a good question.
Yeah, that's just as problematic.
Right. I don't know. Okay. Okay, let's continue now. Pasuk Yud Aleph.
Okay.
There.
There's Hashem Elokei Avotechem Yosef Alechem Kachem Elef Pa'amin Yivarech Etchem Ka'asher Diber Lachem. Okay, so Hashem, the God of your forefathers, Yosef, add upon you Kechem Elef.
As you are now.
Oh, as you are now, 1,000 times. Okay, and bless you when he spoke to you.
He will bless you, Kasher Diber Lachem. Not when, but as.
Oh, as he spoke to you. Okay.
Okay, now this is a very strange Rashi here as well. We're going to have to, this requires explanation.
Okay, so Yosef Alechem Kechem Elef Pa'amim. Okay, so this was, you add 1,000 times to yourselves. Okay. Ma shuv vivarech etchem kasher diber lachem. So, what
And he
is?
gives basically what the pasuk is saying. May Hashem increase you. Yosef Hashem Aleikum. May Hashem add to you, like you are now, 1,000 times, 1,000-fold.
Uh-huh.
May increase your number 1,000-fold. And may he bless you as he spoke regarding you. So what do I mean? So Moshe Rabbeinu on the one hand is giving him a blessing. May Hashem make you 1,000-fold in what you are now.
Mm-hmm.
And then he says may Hashem bless you, as he spoke regarding. Okay, so that's what Rashi's question is. And he's giving them a tremendous bracha that they should be 1,000-fold from what they are now. So if there are 600,000, there'll be 600 million.
Wow. Okay.
How many are the Chinese?
About 1 billion.
A billion, yeah.
Is 1,000 million.
Hmm.
Okay.
Indians are about 1.5 billion.
And then,
Wow.
how many in America? Not so many.
I think about 400 million. I'm not sure.
Okay. So this will make the Jewish people definitely more than people in America. Okay.
Okay.
Needless to say, by the way, the size of Eretz Yisrael will be much larger than it is today.
Okay. Ella Amrulo, but I guess they said to him, yes, the Jews said to Moshe, Moshe, ta notein kitzva levirchotenu. Moshe, are you giving us kitzava is like a boundary? Boundaries?
Yeah, you're right. The limit.
The limit on our blessing.
Blessing.
Okay. Kivar Iftiach HaKadosh Baruch Hu at Abraham. Already, Hashem promised Abraham. Okay.
What did he promise him?
Asher im yuchal ish limnot v'gomer.
So there the Pasuk says, so that if it would be possible for someone to count, and it's referring to the dust of the earth, then your descendants could also be counted.
Oh, okay. Amar lahem. So Moshe said to them, Zo mishali he. This is from mine.
Right. This blessing is from me.
Okay.
And he will bless you, as he spoke regarding.
He spoke to you.
Now, what does this mean? Yeah, this is my blessing. Yeah, which is very. Moshe Rabbeinu has his own blessings. I mean, any blessing which a tzaddik gives to a person is merely as a conduit from a Kodesh Baruch Hu. Person that can't really have his own power to bless. So what does it mean? Just let me check my note here. So here I ask another question. So what was the point of Moshe giving his own blessing then? If Hashem's blessing was much more far-reaching and more comprehensive, so why did Moshe give his own blessing? So I've got a note over here that says as follows. However, there still remains a difficulty. Since God's blessings include those given by Moshe, why was it necessary for Moshe to give his own blessings? Goaria answers that Moshe was in doubt whether they were deserving of God's unbounded blessing at that time, since all his blessings depend on the fulfillment of his will. Means Hashem's blessing are dependent on whether we keep to Hashem's mitzvahs. He therefore decided to bestow his limited blessing upon them, reasoning that they would surely be deserving of this. Okay, that's how they go.
Wow.
Expected. Actually, I once heard from the Rav of our shul, he said very interesting. He said he don't remember the source of it. The Moshe says, where does Moshe get it? He says, I will bless you, that Hashem should increase you 1,000-fold. And Moshe Rabbeinu says, this is my blessing. Now, where does Moshe get to bless them 1,000-fold? They should be 1,000-fold more than they are now. Where does he get that from? That's my blessing. So he said over Pshat as follows. Moshe Rabbeinu was given twice a blessing from HaKadosh Baruch Hu that he would make him into a great nation. He alone. When was that? By the two major sins of the Jewish people, the golden calf and the sin of the spies. Both times, HaKadosh Baruch Hu told Moshe Rabbeinu, I'm going to wipe out the Jewish people because they've been so sinful, and I'm going to make you into a great nation. Now we know that HaKadosh Baruch Hu's midah tova, his trait of goodness, is 500-fold than his midah of punishment. So if HaKadosh Baruch Hu was going to wipe out the Jewish people and make Moshe Rabbeinu into a great nation, then that great nation was going to be at least 500-fold what the Jewish people were originally. And HaKadosh Baruch Hu gave Moshe Rabbeinu that promise twice. Once by the golden calf, and the second time by the spies after the sin of the spies. True, Moshe Rabbeinu refused it because he said, "I much prefer the Jewish people remain alive," and he pleaded on their behalf. And HaKadosh Baruch Hu listened to Moshe Rabbeinu's pleas. But nevertheless, Moshe Rabbeinu did receive those blessings. So he received twice a blessing that he should become a great nation. And knowing HaKadosh Baruch Hu's trait of kindliness and goodness is 500 times that of his trait of punishment. That means if HaKadosh Baruch Hu had indeed wiped out the Jewish people and made Moshe Rabbeinu into a great nation, that nation would have been 500 times what the Jewish people were originally. And he received that blessing twice. So twice 500 is 1,000. So technically, Moshe Rabbeinu had, should we say, stored in his pocket the possibility of being a blessing from HaKadosh Baruch Hu, that he himself would be 1,000-fold than what the Jewish people were now. So Moshe Rabbeinu was telling him, that schus, that should we say, right that I have, which HaKadosh Baruch Hu promised me that I am going to be, HaKadosh Baruch Hu make me into a great nation. That promise was equivalent of that. I would be a nation 1,000-fold than what you are today. And that blessing which I received, that I'm giving to you. That's what Moshe Rabbeinu was telling me. Okay?
Okay.
Yeah. Okay, let's continue now. Lou, Pasuk Yud Beis.
Pasuk Yud Beis. Eicha esa levadi tarchachem u masa'achem v'rivchem. So how can I alone carry your trouble?
Bear. Right? Esa means to bear, also in the sense of carrying, but it also means to bear. How can I bear alone?
And your burden.
Yeah. Torchachem, your troubles and your burdens and your
quarrels.
Right.
So, Hecha Asher Levadi, Im Omer, if you were to say, Lekabel Sachar, to receive reward, Lo Uchal, I would be unable. Zo he she amarti lachem. This is what he said to them, to you. This is what Moshe said to the Jewish people.
This is what I meant when I said to you, right?
This is what I meant when I said to you, you being the Jewish people, I being Moshe, Lo me atzmi ani omer lachem. It is not on my own that I tell you this. I tell this to you.
Meaning, I'll say in a second, okay? But
Ella mipi hakadosh baruch hu. Rather, it is from the mouth of Hashem.
right, means it's under Kodesh Baruch Hu's instructions. What he's referring to is that which Moshe Rabbeinu was ordered or told to make other judges that they should have to help him, was a Kodesh Baruch Hu's command. It's not as if Moshe Rabbeinu said, listen, Kodesh Baruch Hu said to Moshe, listen, it's very hard for you. I'll make things easier for you. So Moshe could, so you may think that Moshe could have turned around and Moshe said, look, it's okay. I want the money. I want to get the scar for it, right? The money means I want the reward of bearing the Jewish people alone, and I'll continue this way. So said Moshe, no, I wasn't even allowed to do that. Once the Kodesh Baruch Hu said that didn't just advise me, he ordained to me that I was not to continue judging the Jewish people alone, but I was to have other judges with to share the burden. Okay?
Par chachem.
Tor Chachem.
Milamed. This teaches us shehayu Yisrael tar chanin, that the Jewish people were troublesome.
Irksome, I translate it.
Irksome. Oh,
we'll see.
Word, irksome. Haya.
What you say in good Hebrew, nudniks, right?
Nudniks. Not
Okay.
nudniks. Haya echad mehem roeh es bal dino. If one of them would see his adversary,
his opponent,
notseach badin, winning a case of justice, Omer, he would say, Yesh li adim lehavi, I have witnesses to bring.
Meaning more witnesses.
Right, he's delaying, stalling.
Right.
Yesh li ri'ayos lehavi, I have proofs to bring. Mosif ani aleichem dayanin, I am adding judges to you. So they were making trouble. They didn't want to lose the case, so they were obfuscating.
Right, but then it was, like they're playing not just delaying tactics, but it was like, I'm not letting the case go so quick, so lightly.
Uma sa'achem milamed. This teaches shahayu apikorsin, that they were heretics.
Yeah, so that's what we want to mean to Parsha, but it means, in this sense, in all that it means disrespectful.
They were disrespectful.
Right. As we see in the Hemshech,
As we see in what?
we will see in the continuation, right? We'll see what they say. He gives an example.
Higdim Moshe Latses. If Moshe left early,
Meaning he left his house early to go to the Beis Din, let's say, or to the base Medrash,
they would say, Ma Ra'ah ben Amram Latses. What did the son of Amram see to leave?
to leave early.
Shema Eno Shafui Letoch Beso. Perhaps he is not calm in his house.
Right? You know, who knows what's been going on in his house?
Couldn't stand his wife.
Right.
Acher, let's say,
He needed to get out of the house. Right?
right. If he left later, Amru, they said, Ma Ra'ah ben Amram Shalo Latses. What did the son of Amram see that he didn't leave on time?
Didn't leave yet. Yeah.
Ma atem sevurim. What do you think? Yoshev v'yoetz alechem etzos. He is sitting and devising plans against you.
Right.
V'hoshev alechem machashavos. And he's thinking about them thoughts.
Right. Deliberating negative intentions against you.
The Riv and Milamed, this teaches Shahayu Rognim, that they were grumblers.
Yeah.
They grumbled.
You're quarrelsome.
Doesn't sound like the Jewish people are very good. This is pretty nasty things for the Torah to say about the Jewish people.
No, but that's what he said. That's Moshe Rabbeinu was complaining about it. You know, like things
You would think it would be
change with regard to people's opinions of political leaders.
what?
I see things haven't changed much about people's opinion of our political leaders. Yeah. Okay. Okay, Pasuk Yud Gimel.
Okay.
There.
Havu lachem anashim hachamim v'asimim b'rashechem. Okay, so make for yourself men, wise men, I guess, and asimim b'rash.
1 second. We got a thing.
Oh, I missed something. Unavonim v'duim l'shitem, and are understanding and well known to the tribes, to your
Yes.
tribes. V'asimein b'rashechem, and I'll appoint them as your leaders, I guess. Okay, let's see. Rashi. It says, Havu lachem, appoint for yourselves or make for yourself. Hazminu atzmechem ladavar. So prepare yourselves for this thing, this matter. Okay.
Yeah. The Rashi thing is why Rashi's pointing this out, because the word hava or havu always denotes preparation.
Ah, Okay. Right. Okay. Let's see. Anashim, men. Ki to'ale al datecha nashim. Would it be on your mind, woman?
That means,
Uh,
could it entered your mind that women would be judges?
Oh, it would be judges. Ma tamud lomar anashim. So why does the Torah say anashim, men? Tzadikim kisufim. Righteous men who are, I'm not sure what bisufim is.
Well liked.
Oh, well liked. Okay.
Sufi means also, word kesef means something which you are, that's not the right word, yearning for. It means, nechsof nechsafti, means I've been yearning, I was yearning. Laban said to Yaakov, nechsof nechsafta, the Beis Avicha, you were yearning to go back home. Okay?
Ah.
And something, Sufi means people are yearned for, which means people who people want their company, want their friendship.
Okay.
That's Sufi.
Okay, so Hachamim unevonim, wise and understanding. Let's see. Nevinim davar mitoch davar, so that they can understand one thing from another. Zehu shesha'al arios et Rabbi Yossi. So this is Arios asked Rabbi Yossi, Ma ben hachamim lenevonim. So what is the difference between what wise
The wise person,
person and one who understands?
Yes. So he says,
Amen. Okay, Chacham domeh l'shulchani ashir. So the wise man is like a wealthy, I'm not shulchani.
Shulchani means wise money dealer.
Oh, a wise money dealer. Okay. Kashe mevi'in lo dinarim lirot.
Maybe compared to a wealthy money changer.
Oh, a wealthy money
People bring
changer
out. So what does that mean?
who can examine or understand, I guess, what dinarim when he looks at them.
When people bring in coins to examine, he sees them. And when people don't bring them to him, he just sits. But when he doesn't, nobody brings him coins to appraise. He goes and look. I'm sorry. But when nobody brings them, he sits idle. But Novoi, sometimes Novoi is doime l'shulchan tago. Is doime to a merchant money changer. Kishemovim lo mois lirois roya, and you bring him to the coins to appraise. He appraises them. When people don't bring them to him, right? Then he goes and seeks. He goes and looks for other forms of merchandise of his own to deal with.
Okay.
Meaning, a chacham is merely somebody who can accumulate knowledge, but he can't build and expand on his knowledge. Whereas a novain, somebody who's a novain is with the knowledge that he has, he expands on that knowledge by building on the knowledge that he has by putting two and two together, as they say. He takes the knowledge that he has and he expands and builds on it.
I hear. Okay.
Okay. Yeah, I think we're going to have to stop here. I think the time's running out.
Okay.
Yeah. So
Very good.
Okay, very good. Have a very good Shabbos.
Have a good Shabbos, Rabbi.
Okay,
Okay.
good Shabbos.
Be well.
See you on Sunday in Mitzvah Hashem.
That's Hashem. Okay, very good.
Okay. Very good.
See
Take care, Lou.
you too.